range safety of something like a Jinx or even, honestly, the Azir that we saw last game. So what will the final option be here? It's Vayne. Okay.
Okay.
And you know, I honestly, you have to respect it. MKOI, if they go out here, they're going out on their terms. And their terms are no one plays range, absolute fist fight to the death, which are great terms.
This is what I was talking about. Like, this duo of both Braum and Trundle, incredibly strong on the invade if they can start getting some of those auto attacks down.
Supa has recognized that fist fighting is the solution. Who's going to get it? That's the third stack. Knockback on Guma. Flash forward auto in the 1v1. Supa comes out on top. And again, that's part of the reason why we've seen this matchup before. In the 5v5, Sivir can be a powerhouse, but in the 1v1, Vayne so strong here early on. MKOI now looking to keep that advantage going, but it looks like T1 may have caught them out. Double knockup coming in for Doran. Owner now on the chase. Elyoya needs to get the hell out. Mirwan not doing much to interrupt. Double flashes. Elyoya trying to get fancy with the footwork, but it's not nearly enough. Concussive blows continuing to stack, but Mirwan now needs to leave as well. Flash over the wall to Sage, but Keria immediately falls with the Zenith Blade. Now it's Alvaro knocked up. The solo on the top side immediately counteracted by T1 in the bottom lane.
Burn flashes on JoJo, rinse and repeat over and over, and just make this Cassio incredibly uncomfortable.
Definitely a solid option as Doran gets a little tricky with the tunnels there. Luckily does not take a tower shot, but now it's Owner coming in behind. Mirwan, of course, has the ulti available. Public execution back into Owner, trying to get tricky with it. Bit of a sidestep there. The Sundering Strike ready to come through, but he just has no time to press the button. Two spins coming in, but Mirwan! He gets a kill back onto Doran! A catastrophic miscalculation!
That's the second time T1 have tried to dive an Abessa this weekend, and it's the second time it's backfired.
Supa caught out briefly, cleanses, goes invisible with the final hour, but he's hitting the wrong target. Guma immediately using on the hunt. Supa now debating if he can chase, but that's the heal coming in for Keria. Takes over to level 6 just in time, and there's no cleanse this time around! Alvaro comes in to try to body block. Flash over from Supa into the bush. Guma not afraid to flash forward, but now he's face first to Elyoya. Concussive blow stacking. 3. Alvaro desperate for the 4th, but it's Faker coming in from behind. JoJo also on the way, but he's just too far away. Alvaro locked up. The hubris of Supa once again punished. Supa still not able to complete that Blade of the Rune King. Keria now ghosting and looking for the lockup onto Supa. Supa no cleanse available. Going invisible courtesy of the final hour. Now wants to get the hell out, but there's Owner to start spinning. Supa taken down. Owner on a killing spree.
It's everyone on T1 focusing on Supa, making sure this Vayne cannot get ahead. The ghost from Keria puts him into the perfect position, and even if he doesn't get some of the stuns, just buys the time to Keria.
Just be careful. Pillar down. Forced to flash. Smite for a bit of extra slow. Ulti already down as well from Elyoya. That's one tanky Trundle. Keria going to fall. Elyoya still a powerhouse. Owner getting locked up. 2 stacks because of blow, and he uses the clone to escape.
T1 going to be getting that dragon, so looking for these trades, but again, T1 kind of playing around. Oh, hang on.
Doran. Potentially a little bit overconfident. Slowed up. He's just going to get taken out. I think thought that he could get a bit more. The rest of the team is on the way. Faker is here. Keria is here. Nope, he's...
The Rek'Sai license.
Yeah, I mean, you can make it top 8, but did you get the Rek'Sai license? I'm not so convinced. It's Faker doing a good job of trading here. Nice sidestep on the Noxious Blast. JoJo needs to get out. Hasn't hit the Noxious Blast, so doesn't really have the movement speed. Conqueror procs. Faker happy with just the flash. Elyoya moving in. The pillar's going to be big here. Nice initial lockup on Supa as he tries to step back. Alvaro doesn't have the Unbreakable quite yet, and they're starting the retreat. Owner getting good chip damage down to Elyoya. The flash still keeping Elyoya alive. Keep your eyes on that Realm Orb. Hand delivered, but he's already been stunned. Owner locked up for a moment. Wants to turn on to Elyoya. Tries to finish off Supa, but down he goes. Doran arriving just in the nick of time. This is a double knockup. Guma goes over the wall, and he's looking to clean up house. Mirwan's still standing, but he doesn't have the ultimate because of the play earlier. T1 firing back.
That ultimate is so close to getting off the cooldown. I think Mirwan wants to fish for Faker, but it's a bait as Doran finds him in the bush. They're going to continue to push forward.
4 seconds on the public execution. Guma, does he have access to the spell shield?
When we come into this kind of 20 to 23 minute mark.
Keria potentially caught out once again. Alvaro taking a big chunk of damage though. That's the Unbreakable use. They get Keria's flash. Mirwan's starting to kick a fight off though. Ulti forced out from Owner. That's the redemption coming forward. He's going to mount up back into the Herald, looking for the triple knockup. Starting to drive through the entire team. Alvaro on the back line. Owner's just hitting everybody. MKOI pulling back. They'll keep their members standing. A lot of cooldowns traded, but no one going to drop. Faker contesting JoJo a bit, but it looks like JoJo just forced to TP out, doesn't want to take the isolated 1v1.
He's just starting to drift further behind, and Guinsoo's Rage Blade is a big item spike, but we don't get there.
Exhaust onto Elyoya, locked up, all the CC leverage. Alvaro looking for the disengage as Doran's off to the side, has been caught by the Condemned. Guma flashing backwards, already used the spell shield. It's Mirwan in the midst of the entire team. Fall with the Petrifying Gaze. Supa still untouched for now. Slowly they're chipping through the health bars, and Doran's about to fall. That's the Silver Bolts proccing. Blinking health bars across all of MKOI as they start to retreat. Guma, Faker, still alive. The Realm Warp available. T1, do they want to chase?
Public execution of Mirwin, he's going!
We're gonna go back on Guma. Guma with a perfect spell shoot, looking for the follow-up as well. Still standing for a moment, but Elio goes right in, looking to chop a bite out of Guma. Supa gets the kill, but Faker untouched for now. Again, MKOI playing on the edge. Owner about to be hand-delivered. Elio looking for the angle with the pillar. Extra movement speed for Jojo, he's not gonna be able to escape. They turn back onto Owner. MKOI still standing.
Resources well allocated here, as Adakan just gonna go down because they're trading this for Dragon.
MKOI presumably know this is happening as they set up around the Drake, just don't want to give up Soul. Have a bot wave that they would kind of like to push in. The price of admission for them even to group here is going to be a wave of minions. They fail here, they'll only be even further behind. They're betting it all on this play. That's the Solar Flare, but no immediate follow-up. Lock up onto Jojo Pune is good. Doran going in as well. Jojo Pune flashing forward. They're looking to take out Guma in the midst of the entire fight, but another knockup coming in just in time to keep Guma standing. Mirwin taking him down and moving back out of the fight in the midst. It's the Owner taken out as well. T1 ready to come in with the Realm Warp, ready to turn it back. MKOI though, still 3 members strong. Doran debating where does he go? What is the angle for this fight?
Supa's lost the ultimate though. He's now way more vulnerable in this fight, and Doran wants to go for it. No flash available for him though.
Elio and Alvaro need to protect Supa. So much damage could come out of this vein, but if a single piece of CC connects, there's likely little they can do to stop any further damage. Heal comes in from Alvaro. Objective getting lower. Knockup coming in from Doran. That's Alvaro taking out of the equation, and Faker's now on the hunt looking to zone Supa out as well. Elio needs to take away the Dragon, needs to deny the soul, and he will do so. Still standing for a damn long time, but not enough to turn the fight. Faker, Doran, Keria, too strong. MKOI might get the objective, but they lose just about everyone. Mirwin not even sure if he can step up. MKOI, after that last fight, don't feel confident to contest. T1 taking the Baron at 29 minutes. Gonna have to see what they can do with the Red Bull Baron power play because there's no response from MKOI.
And Dracos, he talks about the short range already on T1. Having this is a huge book.
Public execution, it looks like they want to get some exit kills in the meantime. Locking up Owner, looking to take him down. Faker and Gumayushi on the way in, but the Redemption already used. No other summoner spells. MKOI overcommit here. Oh, you'll walk face first into Guma. Lockup is there. Ulti connects from Alvaro. Nice petrifying gaze. Kick things off and down they go. MKOI with one more fast play. One more pick, but this time they want the full fight. It's Doran splitting off. In the meantime, MKOI immediately turned back. That's to get them right back into the wall. Lockup for the concussive blows, but the tunnel's keeping Doran standing. All of T1 immediately retreat. They want nothing to do with this. Doran will be sacrificed. T1 punished. Doran off on the side, isolated as well, taunting, threatening. Trying to distract the members of MKOI. Flash forward from Jojo, completely whiffs. Owner immediately turns right back. Alvaro tries to find the disengage. Lock up onto Guma, does not come through. Mirwin cannot find the angle. Supa still standing for now. Knock back into the wall is good, but Owner wants to take down the vein. He doesn't quite have the damage. Supa still standing, but the rest of MKOI are starting to fall. He splits back into Mirwin. Tumble back into the back line. Knock up from Doran. One more ferocious bite, but the Condemn says not today. Supa standing, but here comes Faker.
Faker finishes off Supa and holds the game for T1 in his hands. It looked like Supa might have been able to hold it, but now with the Dragon Soul in T1's favor, what looked like desperation in the fight may just crumble before them. But T1 get the access that they need.
Going in, Guma, that's the pillar. Mirwin taking his time waiting for the spell shield to be utilized. Nice side steps from Gumayushi not to get caught by anything else. A lot of ultis traded, but neither side burning too much.
Nobody wants to overcommit. MKOI know that their hopes of sticking around at Worlds lie in the balance of this next fight at the Baron.
That control ward in the pit, though, MKOI didn't take it away, so it means T1 know that they have the time to play slow, to ease into this. Faker flashing forward, trying to get more out of Jojo Pune. Jojo Pune taking his time. The petrifying gaze only going to connect onto Owner. Immediate exhaust to follow up. Doran looking for the knockup as well. And just now, Supa's finally able to join the fight. The Realm Warp going to bring only a few minions in, but that's a clutch pick for T1.
MKOI separated as they try to contest the mid-wave while keeping their approach on Baron free. And T1 pounce. That was exactly what they needed in the moment. And just like that, T1 are getting objective after objective.
Just that bit of difference. They've earned so many cooldowns in the setup, but once they get that pick, full confidence to send it on the objective.
MKOI Worlds starting to sneak away from them as T1 continue to put a stranglehold in this game.
Supa walking up stun initially onto Owner, does still have access to the GA. Double ultis, both supports trading, and T1 with a quick retreat. Happy to have 2 inhibitors, no need to risk anything else.
Super Minions in the bases. MKOI start the Elder. They need to find this fight now and quickly.
TP there for Doran, and he's immediately going to use it to go to the base. He wants to threaten the backdoor. MKOI don't have great tools to respond to this. T1 just need to keep the pressure on, and Doran will end the game. Owner with the knockup to keep things going. Carrier there as well. Rise with the Row Morph. It's Faker and Guma alongside Doran to try to end it all. Mirror1 doing his best to hold the line. TP coming in for Jojo Pyun. They're not going to be able to cancel it. Mirror1, Jojo Pyun. They need to make this work. They don't have the angle. Guma with a perfect spell. Shield is still going to remain standing. T1 move on to the top 8 at Worlds 2025. MKOI are sent packing.
Everything was taken from them in a moment. MKOI looked like they might have been able to hold on, but T1 continued to stride forward towards playoffs, to continue forward to defend their title.
A valiant effort from MKOI, but T1 outmatching in this best of 3 to qualify for the bracket stage. Let's send it over to the analyst desk.
Mr. Koi sang one hell of a last song, but it wasn't enough because the eternal dance that keeps on giving is the one of this T1 roster who once more make it to the knockout stage of the World Championship and now can continue their road to possibly their 3rd in a row. And when you hear those facts, I think it puts into context how hard it was for Movistar KOI today, despite them, and forgive me the pun, fighting like absolute lions in that last game.
Yeah, one thing I really love to see from this Movistar KOI lineup as they take their final bow to this Beijing crowd